It all started with an idea to enter to Supermotard class bike. Supermotard class bike was actually a growing sector, but taken mostly by KTM and Husqvarna. So that's why there was a focus to create a small bike with a huge engine, simple as that. It was designed by Pierre Terblanche. He's coming from South Africa, and the story behind is really interesting, at least for me. Pierre had a budget to do whatever he wants, and he does not need to talk to anyone in the company about this project. He and his team made the concept in 3 or 4 weeks, and then they introduced it to their boss. Boss asked, why is the bike water-cooled? Why it cannot be air-cooled? And Pierre answered, find me the space to put in a radiator and I will explain to you why it is not air-cooled. But we know nowadays that they found the solution how to make from this motorbike the air-cooled machine. Bike was first seen in 2005 at Milan Motorcycle Show and, wait for it, was awarded with Best of the Show. Maybe some of you already know what I'm talking about. The production started in 2007, and I have to say to you that I've seen this motorbike in Slovakia. There was a car uphill racing, and it was also the year 2007, and it was bought by some driver there, and the motorbike was standing there alone, and I took a picture and I said to myself that I love the design of the motorbike. If I will have the chance in my life, I will buy it. What is also important to say that in 2008 Greg Tracy won the 1200 Pro Class division of the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, and it was the first win for this brand at the Pikes Peak since the race began in 1960. In 2007 the bike was available in 2 configurations, 1100 and 1100S. 1100S is actually the Pikes Peak winner. We are speaking about the 62 kilowatts, which is 90 horsepower. The difference between Ducati Hypermotard 1100 and 1100S is actually that the 1100S has Öhlins rear shock, Brembo brakes, Marchesini wheels, carbon fiber fork protectors, and so on. In 2009 Ducati came with the Hypermotard 796, which was actually motorcycle with weight reduction and with the wet clutch in comparison to 1100, which was with the dry clutch. And this 796 came with 60 kilowatts, 81 HP, so lower weight, lower torque. Now we are in the year 2010 and Ducati came with Hypermotard 1100 EVO, or EVO is SP, and EVO is actually the evolution. And I will tell you right now how the bike has evolved. So now the comparison, listen to me carefully. 1100, 90 HP, 94 Newton meters. There is a ECU merrily with a compression ratio 10.7 to 1. The weight of the motorcycle is 179 kilograms. When I compare it to the 1100 Evolution, which is actually this bike you are looking at, we have 95 HP, so 5 HP more. We have 105 Newton meters. The ECU has changed from Marelli to Siemens, and the compression ratio is 10.3 to 1. The weight of the motorcycle is 7 kg less, it means 172 kilograms. Guys, did you hear phrase before, when dreams come true? Do you believe in it? Because I do. In my case, I was successful and I put a lot of effort and a lot of energy into buying this motorcycle, and like I said, if you are focusing on the thing you want in your life, it's possible that you will achieve it. In my case, the dreams came true and I bought this beautiful Ducati Hypermotard 1100 Evolution. I bought it, motorbike had something around 3,500 kilometers, and the year of the production is 2010. Beautiful, isn't it? And I will tell you something from my experience, because I am the owner actually almost 14 years, so I know the bike completely, so there is nothing I can, for example, say that I didn't know or I didn't hear. This is my point of view. This is a beautiful Italian bike. I have to say that the design, what they made, is something new. You could never see something like that before this motorbike came. I cannot believe that this was made in 2010. So if you look on the motorbike, so I'm trying to keep it very fresh, you know, and looking like new and taking care about this bike. But if you look at it, it looks like new, right? So you can see at some points or some places that the motorbike is not completely new, but if you look at it, it's perfect. You know, the motorbike doesn't have ABS, any kind of systems, you know. There is a dry clutch inside, and it's air cooled. So when you are driving this motorcycle, you are just driving motorcycle without any help. So if you brake, you need to brake carefully. If you push the gas, then you need to take care about the wheelies, because there is a huge torque, and this motorbike has the weight is perfect, right? So I have to say that the only problem what I have is that there was a problem with starter, and not only once. There is one thing I wanted to tell you, which I also don't like about the motorbike, is that there is a clutch, hydraulic clutch, and when I'm driving longer distances, I have to take off the air of this, because then you can feel that you are not able to shift the gears really good. But if you take out the air from it, it's working like new. So this is the thing, you know. The bike was not meant or not created or produced for longer distances, I understand, but I'm using it also in that way. And yeah, I wanted to show you also that here is actually the dry clutch. I had a beautiful carbon cover which was opened, and you could see the clutch itself. It's turning and making this clicking noise. But I am located right now in Switzerland, and it's not allowed here to have it, so I needed to buy this not looking cover, or not good looking cover, and yeah, I would like to go back to this cover I had, but it's not possible. I was many times thinking to buy this motorbike to try something else. I was, for example, trying the Super Duke 1290 when it was a completely new bike. I went for a drive, and I went for a ride, and I was trying to convince myself that this is actually a better bike and I should sell it and to buy this KTM. But because I also know that the bike is getting older, but when I get back to this motorbike, the KTM, the Super Duke, was really powerful and in every aspect better, right? If you are speaking about the power and everything. But when I sat back on my motorcycle, I imagined that, man, this is something what I was dreaming of, and it looks like that I would never sell this bike. I have one thing which is actually a really bad thing about this motorcycle, because if you as you can see, I have also this charger, so I'm using bike not only for these sporty drives, but I'm also driving longer distances. And there is one thing I don't like, and it makes me crazy. I have a problem when the motorbike is wet, when it's getting wet, when it's raining or it's just wet, when I'm also cleaning the motorbike. It makes problems. There is some problem in ECU, or there is maybe some place where the water is coming in, and after that I'm having problems not only to start the motorbike but also to drive it. You know, the engine has every time this kind of problem that it wants to go off, right? And that's the problem. So maybe if there is some viewer and you know where I should look for this failure, because I was already trying Ducati. I was also trying some people which are really good at repairing motorbikes, but they didn't find it. So maybe if you can help me, I will appreciate your help. The seating position is also great. I love it when I'm driving longer distances. Sometimes I'm sitting also here, and when my girlfriend is driving with me, she also says that it's okay. Like if you do a distance like up to 300 kilometers, it's okay. It's not big deal. So you are not really making, or you are not really like sitting completely comfortable, but you can still live with that, right? So normally I'm not driving like this. Normally I'm doing like up to 150 kilometers and enjoying the sporty driving. What is also crazy are these LEDs, which are actually built in 2010. So it's not the typical thing. Here also in handguards, and great thing is also that the motorbike has a Brembo brakes, which are awesome, and I love it so much. I have also some carbon parts, and here as well, also with my favorite Valentino Rossi. And yeah, what I really like is this wheel completely exposed. Beautiful how they done it. Beautiful. This is also my favorite thing, that the exhaust is placed under the seat. This is how I like it the most. Like I said, this bike was made for me. This is actually everything what I can say to the bike. Like I said, it's a beautiful bike, makes so much fun, and you can enjoy the pure driving here without any systems, and this is what I am looking for. As you see, also Toyota, it's the same. I'm really this old-fashioned guy, it looks like, and like I said, this is the love of my life. I would never sell it. I don't think so that I will sell it once. guys, I am here in small village named Flumserberg in Switzerland. There was a great and extraordinary action which is typical for Swiss people. They're actually racing cows. I'm sorry for that, I came a bit later, so there will be not so much from this cow race, but I will at least show you something how it looks like here. As you can hear and see, people are having a really good time. There is also some live music there. This is typical thing I wanted to see, but I was not able. Maybe I need to be faster with my motorbike. Who knows? Maybe next time. But yeah, I was thinking that they will do some, like when we are driving our cars, right, to do some laps or maybe another team, so that's why I came a little bit later, but unfortunately not. But look at this really beautiful place, a lot of mountains around and a lot of people enjoying this special day. So I hope you will also enjoy this video, and that's everything from my side. I wish you all the best. Goodbye.
Mal hinten, mal rechts, mal links, mal rechts.